Today we're going to answer the question, where do bitcoins come from? And bitcoins are mined by computers. And mining just means finalizing transactions by including them in a block. And so let's look at this over here. If this is the Bitcoin network, where every N stands for node and represents a computer running the Bitcoin software, then all these nodes constantly send out new transactions to each other. So whenever someone wants to send some Bitcoin, they create a transaction and broadcast it to all the other nodes. Now, some of these nodes are special because they are miners. And these miners, they constantly watch for new transactions that they can then include into the next block. Now, what is a block? The main parts of a block are basically the block's ID. The first block had ID 0, and today we're at block 913,855. And every block also has a link to the previous block, which is why the whole thing is called a blockchain, because every block is linked to the previous one, as it would be in a chain. Now the next important part is the nonce, and the nonce is just a special number that the miners need to find to mine the block. More on that in the next video. Now the meat of the block are the new transactions. These are just transactions that are valid but have not been included in any of the previous blocks. And so the miners constantly collect all of them and then also add one special transaction, which is a reward transaction that is also called the Coinbase transaction. And in this transaction, the miner can just assign themselves a certain number of Bitcoin. And what makes that special is that regular transactions always specify not only the amount but also from whom the Bitcoin are spent and to whom they are sent. And in the Coinbase transaction, you don't have to specify a source. The Bitcoin basically come out of the ether, and this is where Bitcoin come from. So starting at block 0, the first 50 Bitcoin came into this world and were assigned to Satoshi, because back then he was the only one mining, and this is also the reason why in block 0 no other transactions were included. Then in block 1 the same thing was the case, and the next 50 Bitcoin were assigned to Satoshi. And this way about 20 million Bitcoin as of 2025 came into existence out of the total of the 21 million that will ever exist. Now, why is it only 21 million? Because Bitcoin has the halving mechanism. So every 4 years, the subsidy, so the reward that you get for finding a new block, is cut in half. And so in the beginning it was 50 Bitcoin per block, then it was 25, and today in 2025 it's only 3.125 Bitcoin. And this way the subsidy will always decrease until it reaches 0 in about 2140. So we still have 100 years left, but only 1 million Bitcoins left to mine. And this is where Bitcoins come from. And in the next video we will look at mining in a bit more detail. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.